Good day, guys. So I'm working on the truck here. Yeah, I'm going through all the checklists before calling a culprit with my 1093 code, and I did find that my injector lines, which keep popping off, there's a restriction in the line. There's a middle line that comes from here, which is the return line. It goes to the pump over there, so it goes like this, and then up between where the fuel injection control module is, and that's the return. And if I blow in these things, it's really blocked, so I gotta find out why. And the only thing I found in this line is the metal line, and I know there's a sensor right there, which is the fuel return sensor, and I think it might be plugged up or something, because there's the return line and it's right at the T, so maybe there's junk in there. And I don't know, it could be rust from my my old injectors. They've got 400,000 on them, so maybe it kind of all bunged up near the sensor and it's not letting the full flow, because it needs to be free. It's not a pressure system. So yeah, I'll remove this and the glow plug control module so I can get to the both returns from each bank. There's one here and one over there, and I'll try and blow a little bit of a compressed air in there and try to get all the junk out if I find any. Okay, so I got a bunch of stuff out of the way. You can see it's right there, and it's slacked off. I just have to remove it now. I brazed the fuel line with a few tools here so I don't bend it and twist the whole thing. And now I'll just have to remove that little guy, which is extremely hot. But yeah, I'm gonna remove that and see if I can find some crud. So there's my little guy. So it's kind of a long stalk, and it could be blocking stuff since it kind of sticks up in the way. So I'm gonna try blowing air into my makeshift hose here and try to blow the crud out of that hole. So this works now. So yeah, it was definitely a problem with that guy. So I'll remove the other side, try to blow the same way without this guy in, and we'll see. Maybe it's clogged up inside that tube here. We'll see. Okay, so I removed the sensor there, and I think that was the key. So by removing this guy and blowing the lines, the restriction seems to have left the steel line that are on top of the engine, and now I got a restriction in the return to the tank, and it's not in this line, because I went underneath. I unplugged the fuel cooler, and it's not even the fuel cooler, because this is the input and that is the output of the cooler. So I unplugged that one to see if the cooler was plugged, and no, it's not. So the restriction is somewhere in the tank, because this goes straight to the tank. So somewhere along in there in the tank there's a problem, and yeah, so the tank needs to come out, and I need to check everything inside, and I'll do the modification for the fuel pickup, because right in there's kind of a weighted thing that has an accordion hose hooked up to the supply to the injection pump, and sometimes that accordion can break off or just get mushy. So I gotta remove that and test again. So this is what I did. So all my line all the way up to here is fine, so I know it's somewhere in the tank. I don't want to be sent on a wild goose chase because I forgot or I neglected to check something. So yeah, that's what I did. So now there's no restriction in my T here, so I believe the restriction was right in this T right there, inside there. And this is the temperature fuel line return temperature sensor. So yeah, it kind of sticks up in the way, so I guess a lot of crap got stuck underneath. I don't know how crap got in there, but it's probably from the rust on the top of the injectors. So yeah, that's another part of the p1093 series. But yeah, I tried to put everything in there because I don't want people chasing that code and going on a wild goose chase and replacing the injectors and finding out that wasn't the problem, because it it often happens. The first thing, it was the fuel pressure relief valve. I shimmed that. It wasn't my problem. And these lines here were a huge problem. I cannot stress that enough. Replace all those lines. I was missing a lot of power, and I didn't even know because of these lines. They were shot, and I replaced these. I replaced the ones that are by the transmission. So and I also replaced the ones on the other side right there. It's all in my videos. Just have to look up the playlist for the p1093 code. So yeah, I replaced those two here. That one going to the fuel filter housing. And yeah, next thing I'm going to be buying the test fitting here, so I can put a gauge, and we're gonna measure the amount of vacuum that happens, because if I get a lot of vacuum there, it means my injectors are not the problem. It's just the pump starving fuel. So anyways, that's enough rambling for now. I'm tired, and I'm gonna go and rest a little bit. So talk to you later, guys, and thanks for watching.